Corporation here. The winner will move on to play Sync Esports in the grand finals, of course, in a best-of-3 there. So, obviously, you look at the brackets right here. This is how these teams have gotten here. Complexity defeating Fresh yesterday. And then we had Sync taking out Evo Corporation 2-0 yesterday, thus knocking Evo Corp down here. So, again, that's how we got here. And looking forward to some very good matches, to say the least. Sync Esports, again, going to be playing later today. But because they're playing later and might as well scout out their opponents possibly, as far as what to expect today at least. A little bit of help with that. I'm actually going to be joined by Zlapt here of the one and only Sync, of course. Zlapt, how's it going, man?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to a good series. I played a good series myself yesterday, so hoping that we can get more than 2 Doomringers today.
Yeah, that was quite the game, man. I mean, that was something.
You guys didn't even notice. I was actually looking at both replays to see what we did wrong that game 1, because obviously we were 0-12. And you guys were like, oh, why isn't he buying anything? But I was sneaking the Doombringer in. That's why we won the fight right after.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, we noticed eventually, but yeah, we were kind of commenting on the idea that it was a lot of gold being pulled up and wondering what the hell was going on there. But, yeah, no, that was a pretty fun game, and I imagine a pretty fun one to play, but especially a little extra fun to win that game. For Eva Corporation, I'm sure that was a little bit of a hurt there. But anyways, you guys are in the grand finals, definitely so. But I happen to have you on, of course, for some insight here, which you have plenty of.
Yeah.
So let's get into it, though. Obviously, plenty of draft already happening here. So real quickly, the initial bans: Arachna, Warbeast, Wild Soul, and Lord Salforus. Midas into Ophelia, Glacius into Parasite into Glacius, and then Magebane coming out into Prisoner 945. So, looking at this draft here's left, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. It doesn't look like coL has been doing their homework. Recently, they've been first picking Ophelia every single game on ECX, and if Ophelia isn't available, they've been picking Arachna. They haven't touched Wild Soul at all until the second stage pick phase. So I'm a little bit surprised they ban out Arachna and Wild Soul instead of Ophelia. But then again, they could possibly have known it, and they don't mind giving them Ophelia, which is also a possibility, obviously. And then as for the picks, besides that, they've been playing Prisoner over and over, no surprise. And coL's heroes are no surprise either. So I'd say this is the standard draft from both teams so far. And as for the bans, they're also good against both teams. You see ECX banning out, Oscar's heroes most likely, but also Fussy's Bubbles. And then, of course, coL banning out Sandrave, Dr. Repulsor, and Puppet for Imba Boy.
Yeah, getting rid of those Imba Boy potential heroes. Got to stress here, obviously, note ECX, they are playing with their full 5. Tankafet is back today. Of course, he missed yesterday's action there. TP's priceless was ringing for him, but Tankafet back, and obviously that's good, especially with them having Ophelia. Obviously a fantastic Ophelia player. So some may say the best. I don't know. You know, that's... We could have a debate about that, I guess, but no.
No comments.
he's a good one, to say the least. So
yes.
4th pick here for Complexity. So you mentioned probably going to be an Oscar hero, perhaps, and then that support, of course. And well, Aluna's something that they know pretty well. So
yeah, I'm not surprised there. It was that or Prophet, I'm guessing. But Aluna is, of course, much better against the Hellborn lineup than Prophet is. The ability to red stun over Ophelia's creeps is always really good in team fights. So I definitely prefer Aluna here over their usual support heroes. As for ECX, we're probably going to see a Silhouette because that's the only carry hero available that is okay against Legion's lineup. I guess they could go with Dark Lady, but I don't think that will work out very well for them because then they have to solo mid with Prisoner, and Prisoner won't really be doing too much. But if they put Silhouette there, Silhouette will either destroy Midas if that's Oscar's hero. Alternatively, if they pick Oscar something like at Lodestone or Magnus or something, and I cannot believe Tundra is still available. I just see him right-clicking him.
That's
holy crap!
Here, yeah, is Tundra? Is there an argument that you're going up against a Parasite like Tundra could be risky, or?
No, coL should 100% pick up Tundra here. I don't know why they picked Aluna over Tundra, themselves.
Oh,
that
Complexity.
Yeah, exactly. Complexity. That completely completes their lineup. Tundra offlane, Midas mid, Aluna Mage bottom, Parasite. There's no way ECX can ever gank them. And then they have Aluna power throw, Midas combo, Tundra Q. They can't push them in either. So ECX lineup will fully commit to the blink on Prisoner.
What?
And yeah, Scout's a hero that they've been picking recently to counter Mage Bane. I've been doing my research myself.
It kind of makes sense. The Disarm on top of the Silence, 2 very powerful abilities against him. So
I guess I should have mentioned that.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, they've been picking that as a counter recently. They have lost both games they did it. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. I guess they had a different lineup then, though. They didn't get Ophelia and Prisoner in those games. They had more so. They had Doctor Repulsor, if I recall, and Matthias, and a little bit different lineup. But
Those are
no, I'm
scrims,
not
I
surprised
assume?
about the scout. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, this should be a Tundra for coL. There's no doubt about it. It's the best hero they can get.
They like the Riptide option, too. I mean, they've been
Yeah,
going
the
back with that.
problem is if they send Midas off lane, which they're gonna like he's gonna get destroyed by Scout and Glacius. Like you max out your eye or get level 2 of eye at least, and Midas is just gonna feed. Yeah, exactly. Like Tundra off lane will at least get a little bit, and the difference between him and Midas is that Midas is actually going to be able to lane very well mid and possibly even win the lane, while Tundra will not do anything.
Yeah.
So I think this is better.
Okay.
With I'm guessing it's Tundra off lane.
So, but I want to go back to Scout real quickly. So, are you pretty certain that is going to be an Imba Boy Scout here, a carry Scout, or could it possibly be Suicide?
99% sure. Both scrims was Imba playing it at least.
Okay.
But I don't know. I can't see an Imba Boy hero they would pick up here otherwise.
Well, on that note, we do have to mention Salamon real quickly. They did gentlemen's ban Salamon, I guess.
Yeah,
People
just
aren't
like we did.
too excited about him and how fast he can farm and how effective he can be as a result. So that's worth stressing because, yeah, he is unbanned right here, so people could be thinking that. But there is
This might be a Pharaoh. Pharaoh, maybe? Magnus Pharaoh.
Okay.
Lodestone.
Lodestone.
Of course, the only hero I didn't mention.
Go.
I don't know. Like I think Lodestone was fine, but the problem is that Lodestone will get mana burn my Mage Bane. I won't be able to do anything. So that's why I didn't really think of Lodestone, because I personally don't favor Lodestone against Mage Bane in a short lane matchup.
Okay.
Again, Lodestone against something like a Sandrift is amazing, of course, because Sandrift doesn't have too much harass, and even with a support, Lodestone will get farm, right? But against the Mage Bane, he can never blink away, so as long as Parasite comes in, then it should be a kill. So I personally would have preferred another hero.
Well,
But we'll see how they make it work.
Zane,
Yeah, and Imba Scout.
Yeah, this is something. This is Imba Boy playing the Scout. But like you said, so they've been running it as far as practice, and Mage Bane, of course, has been a carry that really has jumped back onto the scene pretty strong. So Scout's always been interesting to me because, honestly, I've always disarmed for the longest time. He was the only hero in the game that actually had the disarm capability, and it's a strong tool. Like Tremble, when he was very powerful, we saw instances of Scout actually somewhat of a counter to the Tremble because of that disarm. And this here, like I said, that on top of the silence, which happens to be physical, worth pointing out. So extra important there. But yeah, no, I can see why Scout is a pick that they like here.
Yeah, the only problem with the hero is that once Mage Bane picks up that Geometer Shrunken, he'll use the Geo to remove the disarm and the Shrunken to remove the silence. So eventually, it won't really matter too much. But at the same time, you can always save the Electric Eye on Scout until he pops the Shrunken on Mage Bane, while Mage Bane cannot save the Shrunken.
True.
So Scout is always decent against the hero, because no matter what, you cannot just sit there and, I gotta hold my Shrunken for Scout silence. Like, that's not possible. So he will get silence for 5 seconds, or 6 seconds, sorry.
Really
I do want to see Imba place a ward here at the top lane between the trees. You see right above the Ancients, Legion?
Yeah.
If you cut down one tree, you can place a perfect Eider, giving vision, and it doesn't really show the Legion team Eider. So that would be a good Electric Eye for him to place, unless he's saving it for a whole camp ward maybe, but I think Oscar is good enough to realize that, oh, he would have gotten that word now. I guess Oscar's good enough to realize that there's, wait, what?
They're sending Midas top.
Huh.
It's kind of funny because you were just saying how didn't think Midas would actually be able to do that well in the matchup.
Well, Midas will do really well in a 1v1, but I don't think Glacius should be mid. I think Prisoner should be alone here. I don't like Glacius being mid. Because the problem here is that Ophelia will not be able to kill Midas until he's level 5 and have double creeps. Mm-hmm. So I disagree with this. I think they should move Glacius top, at least the first 2 minutes, and then take the top rune, like Aiden mentioned yesterday, that we didn't do. So I think Glacius should have been top the first 2 minutes.
Well, he's going to be mid, and so Tundra will have to be a little bit worried about getting hooked in here. I mean, I don't know if they can get a level 1 kill, I guess, but it is always scary against that hook hero and the potential of it. So bottom lane, oh, Lodestone is down here. I didn't see it on the mini-map initially. He's kind of in between everything. He's taking some good pressure, actually. He's going to be fine, of course, but...
Yeah, he will be fine until Mage Bane gets level 3 and starts mana draining. Until then, it won't make a difference.
Yeah.
So he'll get his level 3, which is, of course, really good. But then the problem is that he cannot use an offensive spell, because if he does and gets mana drained, then he dies. But Aluna needs to be careful here. Lodestone does do a lot of damage.
That's
But no, back to this mid lane here. I definitely see Glacius and Prisoner having a lot of like potential of killing the Tundra, but oh, this is how they're gonna play it. Okay. No. This makes sense. So Tankei is actually not going to jungle the first 2 minutes. He's going to stack the pull and just harass top with 1 creep, and then he's gonna get his levels off the pull instead. I used to do this every now and then, and this is obviously typical Iceland Gogo. He's famous for not getting levels early, just being a pain in the ass to everyone. So this makes sense. Considering they're actually dual midding, obviously Midas will beat Scout 1v1, but if Tankei is going to sit here and be annoying, then this is perfectly fine. Yeah. So I like this. You should stack the pull though, which he's not doing.
So he's essentially playing a lane support. Is really
yeah, you play the lane support, and then you get a triple stack, and then you're level 4 off of that, because you're going to be killing camps in between, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be level 4 by 4 minutes, which is fine as an affiliate player.
Okay.
So considering how they're laning, I definitely agree with it.
Okay. Haste Rune bottom, by the way. You see top rune was picked up by Glacius, but Haste is sitting there for now. Both teams do have vision of the area. It's a rev ward of complexity, but...
it's not in range.
It's not in range, you don't think? Okay, God, it really is small, isn't it? The rev ward is right there. Mage Bane is going to be stunned at the bottom, but not really a lot of follow-up. Has that Iron Shield, of course. Oh, they race to the Haste Rune. Glacius does bottle it up right before Parasite, so that's big for the middle. Possibly get something.
This is such a good rune though for them, because this is either a kill mid or bottom. This Haste, so that's too far away.
Yeah.
I think you can even run all the way bottom and kill the Aluna here with Lodestone. Or maybe not actually, Lodestone only has 1 ability. Oh, he's really far up. Mageman needs to blink and hit him once and he can't... no.
No, yeah, Parasite being there as well. A little too much of a scare. So I'm not going to go for it. And the Haste Rune, I don't want to say wasted, but it's obviously not going to ultimately result in any bloodlust, unfortunately, for the Hellborn side. So missing on an opportunity there.
The thing that a lot of people forget about Scout is that when he has that Iron Shield and when he eventually gets Ghost Marchers, like, all he has to do is vanish, run up, hit the enemy hero 4 times, back off, vanish, hit the enemy hero 4 times. Like, he's a really strong laner in a 1v1. So as soon as he picks up his first punch dagger, I would say, that's when he's going to apply a lot of pressure to Midas.
Yeah.
Until then, it's just going to come down to Tankes on his way again. But it's only a 2-second silence level 1, right? Is it free?
It's
it's a free
I believe, yeah. 3, 4, 5,
Holy
6.
Shit.
So, yeah. I mean, when you mentioned 6 seconds, I was surprised at that, honestly. I didn't think it was that long.
I knew it was 6 seconds, but not free at level 1. That's insane.
That's quite a powerful silence.
I don't remember it being that high, but that's really good.
Yeah,
actually.
I don't know if that's ever been changed. I mean, I think at least for the longest
no
time.
idea either.
Similar, yeah. Not a hero we see often. So,
Nope.
yeah, he obviously had his time as a suicide hero for a little bit there, back in like the season 2 days. But
yeah, KZoo.
Yep.
And the SG.
Yeah, they love to do that, block the camps and everything. So, not since then though, really. So, especially in a carry role, definitely different here. So. How is he doing up here? 24-6 against a Midas who's 15-1. You do see as you're talking about, using that Banish, going in, putting some auto attacks.
Yeah, he's doing really good because of Filet, really. And this is a dead Midas, by the way. If he walks up 1 step, some Glacius can reach. Scout's going to have to initiate with silence, though. That's the problem. Yeah, they got him, I think. Yeah.
Freeze. There's a freeze. Silence. Get it off.
Yeah,
you got it. Transmit hits, though, actually. He's going for the turn kill. Oh, that would have been big, but Bloodlust kill is going to go in favor of ECX. Glacius, almost tying to the Archer, even. But he manages to escape, so. A little scary, but they get it. Tundra's actually in trouble middle lane, too. This Prisoner put in pressure. Not enough, though.
I guess Tundra was aware of his limits there. It didn't really seem scared. I was like, why aren't you running?
Yeah.
But he didn't have a hook, so it made sense. No, but Tundra's getting okay farm here. He's going to queue out this wave to just keep up the bit of farm he can get. Make sure he gets the next rune. Lodestone's level 5. He's actually doing way better down here than I expected. But he has no farm whatsoever, of course. Because he can't go up for creeps against that lane. And will be spotted here when he transforms mid.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think on paper this actually benefits Hellborn a little bit. But like I said, like they will not be able to push this push this game ever. So it's all going to come down to pickoffs in between the portal keys from Lodestone and Prisoner, and then obviously Scout being farmed. So a lot of this game comes down to the portal keys. And Lodestone's going to be very delayed, and Prisoner obviously is getting his very early.
Yeah. meant to bring it up earlier, but I mean, probably a little more obvious now. But Rune Cleaver on Scout is probably what we should expect.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then Geometer Spain to double disarm, or triple disarm even to Mage Spain eventually. And I don't know, I personally really like Shieldbreaker on him, but it's so squishy, and considering Legion's lineup, that might be too greedy. But we can definitely expect the Geometers and a Shrunk in this game, like eventually. Because he needs both of them.
Top again, Ophelia and Lodestone coming in actually. Midas, he's starting to fall back now. He's picking up that the pressure's coming, and he actually will be fine. So, once again, they try to apply some pressure up here, and obviously they've gotten the 1 kill out of it, but...
they realize he has a ward now, though. This is going to die. Yeah.
He's going to try to... Oh! He takes out the electric guy, and it is going to be good enough, so... We need one more hit.
30 seconds.
That's unfortunate. Good, smart little play by Fuzzy Sloth, though, being a little annoying there. Poking it. Ring of Sorcery on Ophelia. She is level 5, so as you mentioned, we'll sort of start playing more of a support in the lane, perhaps. But I mean, 230 gold per minute almost. Not doing too bad here, it feels like.
No, she's fine. I still think she could have had a little bit more if she stacked the pull. But level 6 now, so level 6 by 7 minutes. That's perfectly fine. I mean, they're in lead in the gold, obviously, because of their mid and top lane completely free farming compared to Legion.
Yeah. Prisoners obviously having a great time, as mentioned there. 52 and 25 is Matthias.
4 people mid, though. This might be a dead prisoner.
Look at that, though. He pulls them all in, actually. Prison Break coming out. Lowstone follows up. This is going to be big for the Hellborn team. Luna and Midas are going to fall. Parasite is also going to go down. Are you kidding me? The timing was perfect. Wow. 4 for nothing in the middle lane.
That fucking hook.
Yeah.
Holy.
That was perfect timing. With the rotations and everything. I mean, that could not. I mean, that was obviously definitely a bit of skill, but again, a little bit.
The funny thing is that they only have 1 ward mid that spotted them just as the gank was coming, and they didn't see the Stealth Hunter either. So that was just absolutely perfect, but unplanned, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
But very, very nice, very nice.
I mean, look at the golden experience all of a sudden after that. Like, that's just ridiculous in favor of ECX now.
Like I said earlier, I think the problem here is sending the Tundra mid because he couldn't do anything here. And top, he would be able to get the same amount of experience and farm that Midas has now. And while Midas would be able to actually farm mid. And possibly even kill with Parasite rotations. But this game is obviously far from over, so...
Oh yeah. Only 9 minutes in, so hard to call a game, especially with this matchup.
No, just a minor setback.
Yeah. Definitely stings a little bit, but you know, an experienced team like this, yes, I mean every it's the human element. You're going to be frustrated, I'm sure, after something like that happens. But when you're experienced as you are, as well, these two teams, and of course you guys even as well, you understand that it happens. Just kind of forget about it.
Yeah, never give up, man. We were 0-12. We came back.
Yeah,
played a damn game.
That was something. That was quite the game once again. Yeah, definitely check out that VOD once we get it up here next week if you didn't catch it, guys. That's game 1 yesterday of ECX versus Sync. Quite the match. Also had Insania co-casting. Your friend Insania. I hope he's
he was a good caster. Yeah, of course. I asked him to cast today as well, but he said he might have real life stuff.
Okay.
So.
What you got, Puzzle Box? It's being worked on at least. It's got the bolstering.
Yeah, it's gonna be very delayed. He's not farming very well. Obviously, they had a ward here on the bottom camp in the start, and Parasite isn't the fastest farmer after all. And then of course failed attempt mid, and the fact that he can't gank mid because they have no dual lane and they have no ganking power until Tundra is 6, and he can't gank a Lowstone bottom until he himself gets level 6. So I just think the way ACX set up their lanes with Ophelia being a supporting role, and with the way that they sent Midas offlane instead, it's just been very in favor of ECX.
Can Lodestone kill Magebane here, you think? Does he have enough damage to do that with the combo?
Let's see here. 9-10. Let me do fast math.
I feel like it would be... Maybe if he hits level 7. Then.
No, he can't. Yeah, level 7.
Level 7, okay. Well, yeah, especially if he has Steam Boots on strength here. Just keeping it on, so...
Just got scouted. Wait, did you not see him?
No, I don't think so.
The power throw hit him.
Yeah, it did. You're right. But Luna's not playing like they know, so... Oh, top lane, by the way. Tundra's in trouble. They surround on him, and Tundra gets caught at the top, so just realizing that he's up there. Midas obviously playing middle now, so kind of a little bit of a swap there.
Yeah, they actually rotated lanes now. And of course, the thing with Midas as well is that he can just push out the lane's mid. If he gets the Chalice bottle, every time the lane comes out, he uses both his spells, get the entire creep wave, falls back to the jungle, cannot get killed. While Tundra can't, he's... nope.
Just out of range.
Yeah, unfortunate. But no, well, anyway, I've talked too much about wrong lane setup now, so I'll focus on the mid game now. But yeah, Paris is getting a second build up now for, I think it's 1625, right? I'm still not used to the changed puzzle box.
For the new puzzle box? Yeah,
1650, sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
God damn it.
all these changes, it's hard to absorb some of them, especially when you know oh, bottom lane, here we go. Glowstone's gonna go for it. No, it is not enough as expected. And he falls back, so yeah, Zane maybe not doing the appropriate math right there. As Tundra, jeez. Ophelia
gets solo picked up.
Yeah. Again, really. I mean, I guess the first time wasn't a solo kill, but Ophelia was very involved in the first time they got him at the top, so. And that's going to be a tower push as Glacius is found, however. The Ancient, so. At least something there for Complexity. Finally a hero kill coming out for them.
Yeah. Cleaver scout already, though. It's going to be very scary.
Wow, yeah, he's sitting on the red boots, too.
No, he just bought real boots, I think. He had 1,000 gold at least.
He bought Ring of the Teacher, so he's still even.
Oh.
It's going to have the red boots. Yeah, kind of curious about that.
Pistol Skull. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I personally would have favored a Symbol of Rage in a matchup like this, where they have, like, superior lockdown for Shrunken. And then you just, like, survive that with Ophelia heal and Storm, you pop your Symbol, you get full HP. Especially with the Vanish and 4 instant auto attacks. So I personally would have favored Whispering Helm this game. But Abyssal is totally fine as well. I mean, it synergizes very well, it's good with armor, so
Yeah.
no counter arguments, just
Wow.
porting bottom.
Turn, yeah, Prisoner is going to fall. Look at that, Mage Bait using the Mana Rift to help set up the eventual kill right there, as obviously Prisoner thought he had a chance for the kill out of Mage Bait himself, so Complexity, good response there. Keeping Mage Bait alive important. 420 plus gold per minute now for him. That Rune Cleaver himself is also coming, and he has a Steam Boot, so.
They're actually going to lose top tower here, though, and almost mid tower. Because of that one kill bottom, so that's not worth it for them.
Middle.
Unless they kill Ophelia?
Yeah, he's getting low, but the Ophelia's touch comes off. Nice job with the stomp as well, and they get the credit for the tower kill, so
Yeah.
that's good for ECX there.
And I think they're very happy about that def bottom. Well, they don't really care about the def bottom because they get 2 towers and no one else dies, so. They don't care about this deny either because it's all about map control.
Okay.
You might even go for it, though. No.
That would be so risky. I mean, he's scout, but yeah, not worth it right here. So let's it just fall.
I haven't seen Scout in so long. I want to see how he plays. Like if he's going to be one of those carries that like leaves his own jungle for Ophelia and stuff, and then goes enemy, or if he's going to farm safe, or if he's going to go for ganks. I have no idea how Indo's going to play this.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you think he has the potential, obviously, to go aggressive and kind of take advantage
he just
of that
blocked the
advantage.
enemy's Ancients as well with the
yeah.
Electric Eye.
After taking them, yeah, smart. So he's playing this really well, and as you mentioned, clearly he has practiced it at least a little bit lately, and that is definitely showing here. So is that going to be upgraded boots? No, he goes full Abyssal Skull even first. So is there an issue that he's not going to the upgraded boots, or is it fine? Like,
not at all. I think Scout, because of his Q, is one of those heroes that wants Ghost Marchers. So
okay,
I would just pick him up. But like, no, there's no issue at all. Like, he's still fast in this, and like the Abyssal is obviously a very good item in early team fights. So, not really, but I'd still like to see him pick up Ghost Marchers. But then again, he had such an easy laning phase, and usually the reason for picking up Ghost Marchers on Scout is because of laning phase, because of that 4 attack vanish with 90 damage. Sorry. So he might just go for Steam Boots, considering, or even post haste, because he didn't need it for laning phase. And another tower dropping here.
Yeah.
And here I said they can never push.
That's working out just fine. Obviously, the top tower going down, though, but still the map control definitely favoring ECX right now. Biggest gold lead so far, nearly 6,000 here. Coming out for the top lane, we could possibly see. Now, this is an illusion Prisoner in the front, so this is going to be interesting to see if they get anything baited. It's actually going to force them to run, but look at that! The real Prisoner cuts off Midas. The Prison Break is going to stay on the leash and pull him back, and Midas gets killed right there as a result of it. Very well played by them. Magebane, he's like, all right, got to go on the uphill. And he doesn't have a TP, but he's going to just be patient here.
He has to bird to scout for him, but is he? How much does he actually see there?
I would assume the same as a ward almost. I mean,
well, then, all right, he's getting out now at least, so that's good. And Load has his blink in 16 minutes.
All right,
that's very good for him.
Yeah, Zane doing what he does. 2-0-2 helps with that.
The amount of electric guys in the top lane here, though.
Yeah, is he leveling that up? I assume. Oh wow, yeah, level 4 already.
Yeah, so. He maxed it out. He maxed it out after like he had 3 points in Vanish, and then he maxed out I, just 1 point in Disarm.
Okay.
He's actually gonna solo kill the Magebane here, if Magebane stays for Ancients.
Yeah, we're gonna see some damage potential of Scout.
A Tundra won't reach with his ultimate unless he moves closer. He can go for this if he wants to.
And he can also get some ancient kills out of that. That'd be something. But no, he's not going for it. He's waiting for Glacius. There we go. There's the open. Silence. Yeah. No. Oh! The dragon's like, here, let me help you with that. And he kills him.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he does go Ghost Marchers, so.
It slows down Magebane still. But yeah, that's a little unfortunate for ECX. But again, you see kind of the burst of that damage coming out of the Vanish with that Disarm. Especially maxed out. It's a lot of upfront damage, especially this early on in the game. So, yeah, and look at that too. He places just these small things. He goes down here, places an electric item.
Yeah, no, he's playing the way that SG played it. Like basically, he's very aggressive, doesn't take too much space on his own side, while Ophelia and Hero stack up. And during the stacks, he goes into the enemy jungles, he cleans the camps and places electric eyes, and thus he chokes their farm and takes away a few camps. And even though they actually eventually get the electric eyes, like he's still like taking away 1 or 2 minutes of farming, which he found the eye there.
Yeah.
So no, he's playing the way that SG did with KZ. I like it.
Get back here.
Zane right
and
there.
And now he plays Ancients. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's more Ancients. So Zane using his Shatterstorm at the top lane. I realized though at the last second it wasn't going to get a chance for it, so he kind of just walked away instead. I don't think he was seen using it, but. Unfortunately, that'll be on cooldown for a little bit right now. Minus choosing to go the Void Talisman here for a pretty high priority item. Gets against
that
Scout.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, against Scout, against the Prisoner. It's definitely a good item. But he obviously needs his blink as fast as possible. But I still think this Void Talisman allows him to stay alive in teamfights for a couple seconds or longer to get his spells out. So
that's kind of interesting with that, by the way. So if you have the Void Talisman up by chance when Scout tries to silence you with the Bound Eye, it wouldn't silence you, right? Because the silencing effect is physical, so I assume that you'd be immune, yeah. So, I mean, and that's what we've talked about in the past, at least, how you can stop like a Shrunken Head of Tempest, for example. Tries to go in and...
Are we sure it's physical or not just true or something? Is there a state effect
I've always been under the impression it's physical. I'm looking at the tooltip right now, and yeah, it doesn't say anything about actually being physical. Now, it doesn't even say anything, for that matter. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that could make sense. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's weird. You know, I got those notes. I'll put that down on my...
Look down here, though. Like, Ophelia has no vision at all. This farms out 2 camps.
Yeah.
She's just all the way down there farming out 2 camps. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So really aggressive farming that works out, of course. And Scouts continue. Yeah, he's going Geos now. I think he might go Shrunken now after Firebrand, but he will definitely finish that into a Geos to have the triple Disarm. Is Element User nearby? Maybe when he hears this, he can find out.
Perhaps, yeah, we'll see. No, but I got this note sheet that I always like write down things like that, and then I ask the designers eventually whether it's even intended or not, things like that. So get some insight there. All right, that'll be on the list now. Definitely learn some interesting things by doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Magebane is doing pretty well. 445 gold per minute, just about for Formless here now. Again, Scout definitely somewhat of an anti-carry in that sense, and actually top lane.
He might die here.
Oh yeah, if he keeps going,
yep. He's dead.
This is a kill. There's a Shatterstorm, silence. Unless he has insane reactions, no way. It's way too much burst there up front. Meanwhile, actually over here, sad about Glacius for some reason was trying to help, I guess, but got caught out instead. So Worth the exchange, though, still. Scout going to the middle lane now. The stun's going to miss, though. Parasite is going to be pulled in. However, it will take over the cannon that happened to be nearby. And he actually does escape as a result, so very close, though.
It's kind of unfortunate. They haven't gotten anything out of the Tundra this game, like, whatsoever. Like, the Bird hasn't scouted any of the important ganks. He hasn't had a 0 assist or kill impact yet, so they're not really able to get anything out of their heroes at the moment. The good thing is, however, that they're still going to be able to defend base. So when ECX does decide to go for base, they will not be able to break it. But at the same time, they can just keep coL in their base forever until they have 6 items in every hero and win the game that way. So I would expect ECX to just like start putting coL on their own side and in their own base and just like try to outfarm them, while coL just can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this has definitely just been very impressive control of the map overall by ECX, and it's showing. Stat lead here. Obviously, the token coming out for Scout right now, so just another thing that Complexity will have to worry about, and that Geometer's Bane is going to be following pretty shortly here. At this rate, bottom push. Again, probably not going to be stopped here by Complexity. Not even attempted. And yeah, there's that Electric Eye. You see Mage Bane goes up there to farm the Ancients and realizes, well, there's no Ancients because Electric Eye was blocking it. For yet another time. Gnome's Wisdom picked up on Nier, actually. Playing the Glaciers here. Jeez, he's got some good farm.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Everyone in their hero has good farm. 600 GPM Scout, of course, being the main thing, but no, that's kind of crazy. Did he finish his Geos, or did he buy a Shrunken?
I didn't notice, actually. We'll see what comes out here. I assume the Geos, but...
Yeah, probably Geos, because he does have token, and he feels like he doesn't need a Shrunken yet. Makes sense.
Yeah. There we go.
Good stuff.
Alkbones on Lodestone. So, Parasite way to deal with
they
him now.
They just have so many things to deal with the Legion lineup. Like, it's incredible. And they still have a Ophelia heal after all the initial bursts from Midas and Tundra, so this is looking really, really grim. Sadly, and like the thing is that, like I said, Mage Bane needs Shrunken Geos, but if he goes Shrunken Geos his first 2 items, he's not going to do any damage either. So it's going to come down to him getting a good ult on Ophelia, Ophelia, after he drains all his mana, and then that hopefully spreading to other heroes. I don't see any other way how they're going to win a straight-up 5v5 fight.
So if you're Mage Bane, you're suggesting your target, like in a big team fight, should probably be Ophelia?
No, I'm suggesting that he goes for a target that isn't Ophelia, and then when Ophelia uses too much mana, then you try to, like, use your ulti when she's next to at least one more hero.
Gotcha.
You don't want to go for the Ophelia unless they burst her.
Wow, that time Matthias was able to get the Shrunken head off as they were trying to combo him down. Midas could not get the transmute as a result. And the Void Talisman will keep him alive a little bit longer. Fuzzy Sloth making the escape, actually. Oh, Glacius, like, you ain't going nowhere. So he takes him out in the end. They do push the bottom tower, but the reaction of Matthias makes that fight work.
Oscar actually doesn't have a TP, and he's their biggest counter pusher. That's not good. That's gonna be a Rex.
At least the tower right here, but yeah, you see Mage Bane still pushing the bottom lane even.
Buyback on Fuzzy.
Okay, a little chance mute, so gonna keep them slowed at least a little bit. You see his blessing coming out, and Mage Bane is back now as well. So they're gonna try to defend this melee Rax at least, but it is gonna be difficult. Scout with that token, 210 remaining on it. I'm not gonna go all out though. They are gonna ultimately fall back as a team here.
Range tracks almost.
Oh wow, yeah.
Right. Well, he does have the GS now, Mage Bane, to remove silence or, well, something at least. So. Now he needs to go Shrunken straight away, though. That's the problem. He won't have damage, but that's the only way he's going to stay alive.
Pushing out the middle lane. He is level 16 here. So at least that's that level 3 mana rift threat. But yeah, outside of him, the farm really is not existing here on Complexity, it feels like.
Oh, and when they get a demonic on Ophelia, the game is going to be so hard. And she's actually relatively close to one as well.
Wow, yeah.
Are they going straight up mid? Yeah, they want to use the token, I'm guessing. And I think that's fine. I mean, they will win a straight up 5v5, but coL has so much overtime harass, so if they're able to at least get most of it out, it's going to be hard for them to break the base. But they're going to have to initiate here on Tundra or Parasite, I would imagine. Yeah, Sane is moving over to Beretta to ult here.
Oh! Nice trying, but missing the hook right there. Geometer's Bane going to be used by Scout. Trying to get the melee racks down, but nice job with the mana burn, and Scout feels like he has to fall back once again. 50 seconds on the token, so yeah,
they're just going to go back. No, they're going to start putting them in base again like they have been doing. Pick up some more items, get that Shrunken on Imba, and then they're going to go for base after next Kong. So we're definitely going to... There's not going to be another base push until the next Conger. That's for certain. So this is coL's chance to go out for plays or go out for aggressive farm, because if they stay in their base, it's not going to help them. But Imba is doing a great job. Look at the electric eyes. One in the top lane, one in the bottom lane. Like, they see everything. Yeah. And then they have one high ground ward as well, and then they have one ward next to mid lane. ECX has so much vision.
If we had a stat to track how many times like Ancients have been killed by what's like, honestly, I feel like the Hellborn side has killed, Scout specifically has killed the Legion Ancients way more than Magebane has, or like anyone on their team. So, and then he's been blocking them after he kills them. So yeah, Magebane I think maybe has got like one set of Ancients. So,
and he's still 500 GPM, which is kind of impressive to be honest. He shouldn't be that high.
To be fair, that's it. Like the rest of his team obviously is not doing really much here.
No, of course.
So they do pick off a couple of Ophelia minions at least, as once again he's up there just farming because he can. So complexity though, definitely in a state they've been for a while of they kind of just protect this Magebane as he goes around farming. And he just bought an Ice Brand, I believe, so he's gonna
okay. I'm uncertain how he's gonna deal with the Scout then, who is going for a straight up Wingbow. That is very greedy. But I guess, like I said, they're playing after the token, so it makes sense, but I don't know. I still would like to see a Shrunken, because they can't kill Scout if you have Shrunken. Is this Midas going to be found?
He is, but oh, he does have a stopper still. He used the stuns, I didn't think he did, but he's got a Storm Spirit, so that will stop him, and Fuzzy Sloth is going to die in the end. So Nier getting credit right there. Yep, trying to be sneaky, trying to do that split push. Obviously, not accomplishing a middle lane now. Magebane, there's that Geometer's Bane, however. Splits up and blinks away. Could you argue that Scout maybe would be good to get a Hellflower even, or because to really prevent Magebane from doing that? Or?
No, that's what President's doing. Like, there's no reason for Scout to go anything but damage. Like, the Wingbow into Shrunken would be perfectly fine. Okay. And then I would like to see him swap out the Abyssal for a similar Rage Lake game. Alternatively, well, another damage item, but I think Symbol is perfectly fine. There's no, they have so much lockdown already. They have Storm, they have Ultim Stun, they use Freeze, and I don't think so, no.
I guess a more realistic item could be something like a Brutalizer if it feels that necessary.
Yeah, sure.
Probably not the case here. So,
no, because it's a 3.5k gold item that doesn't provide him with like absolute too much. So yeah. I guess he's more interested in those big 6k, 7k items.
Could go that Savage Mace. Didn't you get the Savage Mace yesterday?
First time I bought it after the patch because I told my team, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a Spyglass on Boo Boo and then just swap my items around, and before the team fight, use the Spyglass, put it back on Boo Boo, and then have Rift Charts and auto attack, and then I was like, that's the most fucking stupid plan I've ever had, and I just bought a Savage.
I'm lazy. I just want Savage Mace. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of the new Savage at all. But I didn't see another item, and then obviously we bought 2 Dooms.
Yep.
And it ended up working fine.
Despite losing it, at least losing one of them, it still worked out.
Just Hacks lost his because he's bad. I had mine the entire game.
Yeah. Now, that was the first time we saw the Savage Mace, so not only for your first time on Honcast, at least we've seen it, so.
Yeah, no, it makes sense though. The item is just not as strong as it was before. Like, if you want damage, Rift Charge is way better, which is evident in math that Element User has done on the forums. And then, well, if you want to counter a Wingbow, you have a Sheep Stick on a teammate, and that counters the Wingbow that way.
Yep. You see bottom lane, Prisoner. Trying to stretch here, but cannot catch up to the Illuna. Magebane nearby, but I don't think they really know that. So he'll be fine. Has he? Formless has died a couple times, okay, but for the most, I mean, 0-2-1. So obviously this has been a very, I just want to avoid game for Magebane here as much as possible, but a lot easier said than done. But again, it is still impressive that he's 530 gold per minute.
Yeah, for sure. What isn't impressive is the fact that they have a 0-free 0-tundra. I mean, like, they have a bird, and ECX has been spread out on the map the entire game. They have been 5 once when they push the base. Right now, they have 1 top, they have 1 mid, 3 bottom / mid-ish. Like, with the bird, they should be able to find at least 1 pickoff, in my opinion. So, especially with double blinks, you know. So I really feel like they should have been able to find something, and usually coL does. I guess they're just so like afraid of doing something right now. Like, it's probably a tough situation to be in your Skype call right now. It's very grim.
Yeah. It's been that way for really this whole game. I mean, this has definitely been control ever since that middle exchange where Prisoner landed that insane hook, and they got the 4 for nothing. It's just like been old ECX. So, ooh, we see that.
It's just like yesterday, like the reason we were very calm, like Hax and I, like, even when we were 0-11, we were like, this game, we haven't lost yet, because we had a 500 GPM Wassel, 500 GPM HPM. We had 2 cores, and we knew, regardless of how much we're feeding, we're actually not that far behind.
Yeah.
And when we fought that, we were like 1K experience behind and 3K gold ahead, even with that's like such a far back kill/death advantage. But then, in a game like this, it's a Mage Bane only, where they have a Scout hero, which is really good against Mage Bane.
Yeah.
So for them, it's probably harder to feel confident. They're more like, we gotta protect this Mage Bane, we gotta get him big, and then make sure he stays alive in a team fight. And they're too afraid to make plays because of it, which is understandable. I just wish that at least like Tundra, Parasite, and Midas can go for a play while Mage Bane farms. And then Aluna can sit behind him. But what they're doing right now is that they have 2 heroes at all times sitting near Mage Bane to make sure he doesn't die. I just think they're giving them a little bit too much respect.
God, they're just going to drop the Conqueror right here. Another token coming out, so... Yeah,
This Scout is so farmed.
He is ridiculous. The attack speed's insane to watch, especially coming out of that Vanish right there with the Wingbow now, so...
Yeah, I was just going to say, the way disarm still works is whenever you attack, you remove 1 second.
Yep.
So that disarm is going to be applied every 3rd second.
You know what I was thinking because of that?
What?
Arclight Crown.
No.
Do it.
No. And they're actually going to drop the Rax here.
Wow, they're pushing, aren't they? Yeah, this is going to be a very quick Rax drop. You see them trying to respond. Now they get the transmit on the Scout. Not everyone's here for the Hellborn team. That melee Rax is so low, though. Scout's like, it's so tempting to go in there, but he's not going to. Top lane, I mean, they have Mage Bane. Oh, they were locking him down quite a bit. Trying to get him killed up here, but he's going to blink away.
He can kill the Prisoner here. Oh, Prisoner spiking.
So he doesn't have a TP. He tried to TP out, it looks like, and they prevented it, so... They know that.
Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, that's why Scout ran up straight away. Because I did think it was kind of weird. They just ran up, but that makes sense. They stopped the TP and they knew that the Legion couldn't fight, and they went for it. And this Rax is 100% dead now. I mean, they could even just send home the Scout and then, or just do that.
That works too.
Or just do that.
Yeah, there's really not much they can do about that. In that case, the hook is gonna barely miss. But again, they kind of got what they came for in that, essentially. Again, they know Mage Bane can port back still for another 10 seconds here. They are going to go for the range Rax too and easily kill that. Probably be satisfied for now. Making their way towards bottom, actually. 4,200 gold on Scout here, so another big item also going to be coming out for him.
Yeah.
Cancels it, okay.
I think Formos is just going to... Never mind.
Split push not happening.
I just don't see coL fighting this. I think it's just trading our axis better until they remove the token. Because, constant harass... Oh, this is a good pause. I like this. The constant harass from Aluna and Tundra and Midas can keep them off for long enough. That I just think that's fine. And Midas should pick up a Storm here. They basically just initiate with the Storm, Midas combo, Tundra Q, and Aluna Power Throw, and that's Scout, that's 50% of Scout's HP, I think. So I think you should pick up a Storm, initiate, do that, and then back off, and then rinse and repeat over and over. And meanwhile, the Mage Bane is porting top. But I guess they feel half confident of fighting here. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think it all comes down to if Mage Bane can get 1 or 2 heroes along with Ophelia when she's low on mana, which she currently isn't. So.
Huh. You know what I wonder? This is interesting to me because I know this spyglass item has been considered useless, trash, whatever. Like, I think you could, Mage Bane could make an argument to maybe go for it here, knowing that this could be the game in this push, and just so he can go on Scout. I know I love to do this, try to make situations.
I would agree with you if there was 1 Rax left, but the thing is that as long as they keep 1 Rax alive, the game isn't over, and he needs that Shrunken, which he's 1k gold away from.
Okay.
But if he wasn't 1k gold away from Shrunken, then I could see it happening, just because this is the last fight. But he needs Shrunken, so as long as they have 1 rack standing, he's not going to do anything crazy like that. And then because competitors are always not happy about changes, I don't see him ever doing it, but I definitely see someone like Mikabin doing it.
Or Fusen.
Just Mika doesn't, he doesn't, yeah, or Fusen.
Done that already plenty. Yeah, so this is definitely a strat pause, as you're pointing out. It's
Yeah, for sure, which is really good. They should talk about exactly how they're going to do this.
Yeah.
I wish they did it before MageBin ported home, because I think they would have come to the same conclusion, like, oh shit, I should have stayed top. And we should have just tried to keep him off. And if you look at the items on Legion, they don't have a single team item. They have 3 Void Talismans to stay alive, no Abyssals, no Ring of the Teachers, no Bulwarks, nothing. Hellborn, Plated Greaves, Demonic, Gnome's Wisdom, and Abyssal. They have pretty much every item in the game to help their teammates, except, Astrolabe as well. So yeah, yeah, Bear Idol is what they're missing pretty much.
No one really gets that nowadays.
They really can't 5v5 fight this without buying items for those 3k golds. Like if they want to go, if they're actually fighting this, they need to buy 2 items on. And I think it should be a Storm on Fuzzy and a Bulwark on Oscar, because if Oscar buys the Bulwark, that's 1700 gold now with the nerf to Bulwark, and then he has enough gold to buy back as well.
Yeah, could be a way to think about it. Yeah, but not being greedy, not being I want to save for buyback. You could argue here is maybe the poor decision for complexity, because yeah, I know the game would be 100% be over, but this is gonna really push ECX just about over the edge. You'd feel like, so they're trying to figure out, I guess ready. I mean, it has been a little bit here, so shouldn't take too much time. Okay, they are gonna be Ryan. Sure you were.
Sorry, I was peeing. That's so bullshit. Yeah. We just talked about how we're going to initiate the crap out of you when this game starts.
All right, here we go. coL up there. Oh, coL dead. So never mind.
They need to get rid of this creep wave and then redstone on Ophelia minions.
That was kind of a waste by Tundra right there. You just kind of sent this capacity down right away. Anyways, pull on the Midas. So you see the Void Talisman coming out.
That's actually the Hellflower use. This could be a really good time to go.
Yeah? When that's
okay.
down, but
he has no ball charges, no Hellflower. That was honestly the perfect time to go. If you wanted to go for a team fight, which it looks like they don't, but MageBin still ported back. It's what they're doing is kind of contradicting to what they're doing.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
Well, because MageBin should have stayed top. It's ultimately what you're coming back to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But he is running top now, and he's going to pick up Shrunken at 900 gold. So they're going back to what they should be. Pushing out with their other heroes, and MageBin, well, trying to keep up farming. But Scout.
Yep. That's going to be so frustrating to play against because he has no clue. Scout is going to be on top of him here. Obviously, with the Geometer's Bane, though, you can't really.
But there is a prisoner. Oh, God. Yep.
Oh, there's a Hellflower. It's going to be enough. He dodges a hook. He's fine. Kind of harassing more damage there. He didn't use Geometer's Bane. It's smart by Scout or MageBin here, not panicking. He's going to keep playing.
Oh, I really like this. And Wes going to keep chasing because he's going for Ancients. He knows he's going for Ancients.
Oh, meanwhile, way over here, Midas and Parasite are going to be caught. And he actually got the code of love as well, did Scout. So his teammates doing work elsewhere, and he gets a kill. And actually, now Tundra, well, he thinks he's getting back. Look at, he's running behind the coL. He should probably move that. He keeps hitting it. And Scout's actually just going to push the tower and finds Tundra here.
Well, that's Tundra.
Okay, I think that's almost the point of the game.
Yeah. Well, one Rax, as long as one Rax is standing, it's okay. But, yeah.
Yeah,
Flush still has a buyback.
There really just hasn't been enough for complexity to feel like things are going well. But they're even just going to go right for the throne here, and just why not kind of deal. Midas does have buyback, but he's not going to. I mean, they're going to lose both the tier 4 towers. And now the World Tree is dying. So yeah, Midas, even though he's about to resurrect, is going to say, I mean, you have to buy back, or else the game's just over anyway. So
double storm here.
Gonna go for it. MageBin though locked down, and he's definitely dead. Nope, never mind, because the game's over. All right, well, they just go right for it, and it works out. So yeah, I mean, ECX was just in control the whole game. Like that was impressive by them for sure. And they take it.
No, I think they did their homework. They knew like they got every hero they wanted. Like they got their Ophelia, they got their Glacius versus Parasite, they got their Prisoner, and then they had Scout ready for the Mage Pain. So really well drafted by Imba, and yeah, like I said, I think I disagree with the blind bans in the start of the game from coL. I don't think they did their complete homework. But let's see what happens second game.
Yeah, we were definitely caught up a lot with Scout for obvious reason because it's such a unique pick, but it made a lot of sense, and he did very well with it. But you're right, the Ophelia, that first pick Ophelia, did a lot. I mean, when an Ophelia finishes a game at 411 gold per minute, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, an Ophelia should not have that high GPM at the end of the game.
As a drafter, you got to be aware that they always first pick Ophelia the last couple of games, and you should be aware that they had 2 scrims where they picked Scout against Mage Pain. They did lose, but you should be aware that Scout might be a carry they want to pick if we have Mage Pain, because they didn't do it until the 4th pick, right?
Correct, yeah, it was the 4th pick.
Yeah, so no, I think they just got out drafted and outplayed this game.
Only 3 hero kills, too.